Hello boys and girls, welcome to another autoX special.
But before that, let us tell you how exactly we got here.
So let's rewind.
Bro, did I just tell you I came back from driving the iX1? Had over weekend. It's amazing! Bro, it's a BMW under 50 lakh. It's light, it's fun to drive, it's luxurious. It's a boom. Did I tell you that? I should tell you that. Bro, it's light, it's fun, and it's a BMW under 50 lakh. Bro, listen to me. Bro, it's seriously, bro, it's amazing. Bro, you should try it out. Come with me. Hey, come with me. Bro. The iX1. I'm telling you, try it. So good, bro. So good to handle. Amazingly luxurious, and it's a BMW. Okay, the grill is a little big, but bro. Ignore the grill. Okay. Ignore the grill. Bro, what?
It's not the best. The Ioniq 5 is the best premium SUV under 50.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you both are wrong. The BYD Sealion 7 is here, and under 50 lakhs, it looks the best and it goes fast. Like really fast.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Fight to the death.
No, man. We just drive the cars.
Drive the cars.
So let's talk about the design of all the three cars. Let's start with the Hyundai Ioniq 5. The parametric design that Hyundai has chosen for this Ioniq 5, I really like. It's subtle, not in your face, and that is what I really like about this car. The details that I like, say you can take the alloy wheels, the pixel lamps, and there are certain details that you can see. This line that subtly comes here on the front, the side, all these things are very much what
Which you like. Alright. So, the reason we started with this is because it is the oldest car here and it looks the oldest. I half expect velvet seats and, well, it's starting to age a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. But I have a confession. I really liked the design of the Ioniq 5 when it came, and I still really do like it. But yes, it's growing a little bit long in the tooth. And also, I think in this company and in this day and age when people want SUVs, this definitely looks like a hatchback on heels.
I do like the matte paint scheme though.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, moving on.
Let's move on.
Next comes the BMW iX1 Long Wheelbase. This is what I've chosen. And, well, look at it. It is the one which really encompasses that SUV appeal. It's in your face. This closed off grille, I know what he's going to say. It's way too big. But this is what people know BMW for. And they wanted to make it bigger. That's what it's for. Anywho, the chiseled creases, the edges, the matrix LED lights. I think everything I like about the BMW designs in their higher models, I think they've given here.
You forgot to mention that it looks absolutely unremarkable. There is nothing special about this. It's just a regular BMW and it's just not going to wow you like the other two vehicles in this company.
What I think is, there's one thing that I really like about the BMW is that it looks the most SUV-ish amongst these three. But yeah, what you said about the grille, I am really not happy with BMW design. They should make up their minds.
You're not looking at it close enough. Come here.
How close should I go?
Like at least this much.
No, but you know what will make you happy? I'll show you. It's this, the BYD Sealion 7. And just like the iX1 long wheelbase here has the BMW design scheme, this has the BYD design scheme, which is absolutely stunning. It's minimalistic, but it still looks like an SUV. And just look at this nice sharp design for the headlamp cluster, and all around you have these creases which just make it look so nice, so premium, so easy on the eyes.
I mean, it has the creases, the edges, it has that modern coupe-like SUV look, but it's just trying too hard. Okay, wait, first of all, it's the name. That's what I have a problem. What does this spell out?
BYD.
What does that spell out?
Build your dreams.
Build your dreams. Like they're trying too hard with the name, I think they're trying too hard with the design.
I disagree. I mean, what do you think?
I would agree with Aakaash here. This does look very good. It's so it's not SUV-ish like. It's actually a sedan on stilts. But that's not a bad thing at all.
Then for someone who's been looking at the Ioniq 5 for too long, I think that's why it looks good to him.
Probably it's that.
You know, I think there's just too many
But I'll take that win.
plain lines there.
Yeah, but you know, I think we should come to a consensus on which of these three looks the best objectively. And you know, as much as it might pain me to say, but I think the BMW, plain as it might be, looks the most like an SUV, and it has that SUV and premium kind of stance, you know.
I mean, I kind of chose the iX1, but since this is the best premium SUV under 50 lakh, that would definitely be the winner. But the best design, I think, okay, I hate to admit it, it does look good. So
Yeah, and also let's not forget the BMW badge itself accounts for a lot. So if you're spending close to 50 lakh rupees, you would want something that sort of screams out luxury from about a mile away.
There's a prestige factor that is associated with BMW.
unless you want something neo-retro.
Yeah, if you want something really different, for whatever you say, the Hyundai does stand out.
It does.
Yeah. All right, I think it's time to move on. There's a lot to talk about once we get inside. So what we're going to do is jam pack each one of us in one car and just bicker again.
Let's do it. Alright, so it was getting really hot outside. We are inside the Ioniq 5. We'll be talking about the design as well as the specs and features of the cars. Starting with the Ioniq 5, this is a spacious SUV, but this light interior that it has is unique amongst the three, and I think it makes it feel even more larger.
Definitely. I mean, even at the back, I feel like I have like quite an expanse of area around me. But I will come in with a crib early on, and that is that the under thigh support, not the best. Yes, I'm in the middle seat so that viewers can see all three of us properly, but even if I was here, the under thigh support isn't that great. Also, why do I have a seat heating function over at the back, which can be
Karan, did you
controlled?
switch on the heat?
I did
Yes.
switch on the heat.
This is not useful. It's just a tool for trolling.
Yes, that's very surprising that Hyundai has only added heated seats in the back, though the front seats do get ventilation as well. But apart from that, what I really like about the cabin is the materials that they've used.
Yeah.
It feels very premium. The front two seats are what Hyundai calls zero gravity seats. So, Karan, if you can use the controls at the side, you can actually lay down the seat like fully
Really?
recline it, and you can even raise the footrest here.
What?
Yeah. So
How do you do that?
But don't get too relaxed and comfortable. We need to finish the video.
Okay, fine.
Get back up.
yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
this is a unique feature amongst all of the cars that only Hyundai offers, and that makes it a great car to travel in the city as well as on the highway. And that brings me neatly to the point about the suspension of this car.
But before we go, talk about trolling. These guys been moving my chair constantly from the back. You have controls for the rear passenger. Okay, go on. Tell them.
So
Tell them what you
the good thing is that the rear bench, the entire seat can be pushed forward or back using the controls over here. So I can, if I want, I can push this seat up front or take it back, and same for the one on this side. So that's great for, sort of increasing your luggage area back in the boot. But I also have a button to control the front seats.
Right.
This is like the boss mode, right?
Yeah,
is-
and I've been having a lot of fun with it because I've been
This is
pestering
torturing.
Karan. So this is a very troll-friendly car, I
It's
guess.
a toxic work environment, is what it is. All right. So yeah, you were going on about suspension.
Yeah, so the roads that we have been driving on right now, they're not the smoothest, but what I've found is it is a good balance between comfort as well as tautness, in the sense that I can do this and you know that where the car is being pointed, it's going to go. There is a bit of, you can feel the bumps on the road.
Does it feel heavy?
Not yet, and the rear wheel drive architecture that the Ioniq 5 has,
I think that helps out.
That helps out a
Makes
lot.
it feel nimble.
Yes.
Yeah, and for viewers who have been watching our videos, you will remember that Shivank was driving the Ioniq 5 in our last EV comparison.
About it.
Yes, and he had a lot of fun even on the go-kart track, drifting around a little bit at times. So yeah, that ways you do get that goodness and that fun and spirited driving that comes with a rear wheel drive car with an electric powertrain.
It's decently potent too, right? Like, give us some numbers.
Okay, I'm not really good with numbers.
All right,
What I'll do is-
72.6 kilowatt hour battery pack.
Okay.
Yeah. What are the power numbers? BHP numbers?
The BHP number was 215. 215. 215.
215, 217, 350 Nm.
350 Nm of maximum torque.
Yeah. And 631 kilometers range.
631 kilometers of claimed range.
Claim range, sorry.
Which
Yes.
is important.
So I think overall, not the highest, but like very decent in terms of what you would expect from a premium crossover or SUV like this one.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it's also the delivery through that rear axle that just makes all of that power and torque so much more exciting and fun.
Yeah.
And there's one last thing that I want to talk about. Aakaash, if you could check, there's something connected there. Can you show the viewers, please?
Yeah, so we seem to have this charger. I'll show it on this camera. This is basically a battery for one of our cameras, and it's been plugged into, well, there's a normal 3-pin socket down here, which I can use to charge things like this or even the laptop or any other small appliance.
Basically, this has a vehicle to load feature. You can power up external electronic gadgets.
Yes,
You know,
including big ones.
Yeah.
Like small fridges and TVs.
Yeah, so that I think is a very neat touch.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, so each of us decide one key point and then we move on, right?
Okay.
Okay. So what was your key aspect about the Ioniq 5's interior?
My biggest thing is how spacious the whole car feels, especially because of the color and because of the seats.
Okay. For me too, I think the features are good. The design is all well and good as well, but it's the space, like amount of headroom, leg room, shoulder room, everything. I think it really stands out in that regard.
Yeah, and for me, I think because I'm a bit of a goofy person, so I really like all the trolling features that are there. But jokes aside, there are a lot of features built into this car, and for the price that Hyundai is charging, you are getting a lot of features, which is pretty great.
And speaking of price, this is the most affordable car here, with an ex-showroom price of around 46.5 lakhs
For a Hyundai.
for a Hyundai.
Yeah.
For a Hyundai, what
For
do
a,
you mean?
for a Hyundai.
Yeah, that's expensive, but
it's expensive for a Hyundai.
Okay,
you
but
know?
they want to.
Yeah,
move-
I mean it's the cheapest in this. I mean you can't have it all, Siddharth.
Okay.
You know. All right.
Absolutely.
Moving on. All right, boys. Welcome to the BMW. Of course, finest materials, the finest of design. I mean, you know.
yeah, I agree. There is genuinely, I cannot refute the fact that BMW makes some really nice interiors, and this is one of them. And I really like this seat. It's very, all encompassing. It's, holding me nicely. So I'm feeling like I've been given attention and care.
Yeah, the features are not bad. You get a twin screen setup, 10.25, 10.7, vertical wireless charging.
Which you absolutely love, right?
I do absolutely love, except I don't, because basically what it is that you have wireless charging which stands up vertically, but there's a small pad which holds it in place, and that just blocks the view. You can use it to look at maps, whatever, in the way it's meant to be, but it blocks the view. Anywho, that kind of irritates me.
I think talking of wonderful seats that you're talking about,
Yeah.
I think that's limited to the front, because at the back,
Ah,
the recline angle is too much. I thought the iX1.
it's too much.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought the
Are you
iX1
too
had.
comfortable? Is that it? Is that it?
No, it is not. I don't like sitting back while I'm traveling in a car. So for me, it's too much. The recline is too much, and the seat back is too hard. At the center, at least. No, even at the side, it's not that great. So after the Ioniq 5, at least, I think the rear seat experience is not as great.
Right, can I tell you what long wheelbase brings to the occasion?
Yeah.
We have 116 millimeters of added wheelbase over the standard wheelbase. That is all focused at the back, at the leg space, and even the seat cushion has gone up by 15 millimeters.
So how much does that add to your wheelbase now?
Well, in total it's 2,800 millimeters and it's 116 over the standard one.
Okay, so you say it's what? 2000, what is the wheelbase?
800.
2800. Well, mine is a smidge over 2900 for the Sealion 7.
Oh my god.
What?
Both of you guys have this. Don't compare to the Ioniq 5 at all. It is
How much is that?
3,000 millimeters.
3,000.
3,000 millimeters
serious?
of, yeah, that's 3 meters of wheelbase.
But I have
So-
long wheelbase in my name.
Yeah, so it's ironic that the car with long wheelbase in its name right now has the shortest wheelbase. Also, while you mentioned that it has a lot of space at the back, in terms of boot space, so I have 500 liters. You have?
516.
Damn. What do you have?
I guess I should have started first. 490.
Oh, on top of that, I also have 57 liters of frunk.
Oh,
Oh, the front wheel.
I one up you there. I have 58 liters.
Oh, wow.
You guys have a front space.
You don't?
You don't?
Oh yeah, I forgot BMW does not let you open the bonnet at the
That's
front.
because they don't want you to mess around over there. This superior, complicated engineering should not be messed with unless it's at a service center.
So basically what I'm hearing is that despite having long wheelbase in its name, despite having more space than the regular iX1, it still falls short in terms of wheelbase, in terms of trunk area, does not even have a frunk. And by the way, the rear seat, I remember, as you must have also seen, that I was able to sort of adjust the rear bench. Can you do that in this one?
I don't see any controls anywhere.
So you don't even get that feature.
But, boys, if I go for a date, I can tell the girl I'm coming to pick you up in a BMW. What do you guys say? Hyundai? BYD?
I say I'm coming in a spaceship. Haha.
I say I'm coming in a very beautiful car.
Very good. Guys, it's a beautiful car. Don't judge it. Don't judge a book by its outer shell.
Okay, we can see that the iX1 long wheelbase is taking a bit of a beating in terms of the space inside. But BMWs are known for being driver-friendly cars. So how is this in that department? While knowing that the regular iX1, the electric iX1, was not that great to drive.
This has become better. I think mainly it's the front wheel drive configuration. It's just very darty in its nature. It feels more nimble, it feels lighter. Okay, in terms of specs, again, I'm not going to wow you. It has a 66.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, makes all of 204 bhp and 250 Nm of peak torque. Okay, claimed range of 531 kilometers, which is not bad if you see kilowatt hour to kilometer ratio. Mine is 531. Yours was 72 with a 631 kilometers, and we'll get to the BYD later. 0 to 100 in 8.6 seconds, which I might add is not bad. So overall, it's a fun vehicle, and while the iX1, because we went in it with higher expectations. They were more expensive cars, dual motor, more power. Here, because the lightness, because of the front wheel drive configuration, because of BMW driving dynamics. Okay, you got the badge, and I think they've worked on the dynamics to go with the badge. You know, so you guys.
I mean, it's definitely not as sharp as the Ioniq 5, I would say. But you know what? In terms of ride comfort, I am liking this a little bit more than
the Ioniq 5?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how it's for you at the back, but like I'm definitely liking this a little bit more. It's absorbing the bumps in a better manner. It's providing a more silent and sort of that isolated ride that you would want. Yes, definitely, it has that feel for sure.
So, what Siddharth had was a Hyundai for 46 lakh. What I have is a BMW for 49 lakh. That has to say something.
That is actually a great price. But you know how we Indians always want something
More.
Yeah.
Bang for the buck.
Yes. So I think if BMW could have provided that dual motor setup in this, it would have just made that value for money quotient for this car a lot
I mean,
more
they did and no one bought it.
No, but that was too expensive, right?
Yeah, but like
Yeah, that was 60 plus. That is, I mean,
Way too much.
yeah. So if you're assembling it in India and you have that advantage of not paying taxes, which usually makes the car cost almost double. So in that regard, I would have expected either a lower price or more kit for this.
But objectively speaking, if you're BMW and you know what Indians like, they want badge value and they want it at the cheapest price possible. You have to give them some props for at least.
Definitely trying to get to new customers. And again, this is by no means is this a bad vehicle. It's just that
You're saying in the company it is in.
Yeah, in the company that it is in, it is struggling to justify the price because a lot of features compared to the normal iX1, it misses out on. Do you have ventilated seats on the front?
don't think so.
They're perforated.
They're perforated, but I don't think you get those.
Also,
a lot of features that
yeah.
BMW has cut down on this car.
Definitely. And I would also, since we mentioned ventilation and just talking about air conditioning, I just hate the fact that their AC controls are in a touchscreen BMW. Why do you do this? Why do you do this to us? Why can't we have like normal dials to sort of
Yeah, fair enough. There's, they've tried to minimalize the design, and in doing so, they've kind of complicated the basic control setup.
If they wanted to minimalize it, why do I have this carbon fiber-esque finish here, and then a silver finish here, and then a black soft touch material here, and then a gloss black material here?
No, minimalize only in terms of the control, not in terms of design.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, it just feels little, yeah.
12-speaker Harman Kardon system.
It sounds quite good, I might add.
Yeah. I mean, that's all what I could think of when when you were talking about overload of design. So, anywho, I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, definitely. And get to, like I've been saying, the best vehicle of the bunch.
So he says.
We'll see.
All right, boys, you're in the big leagues now.
Oh my god. I need to put on glasses for this.
Dude, that's simple. Okay.
That is 522 bhp and 690 Newton meters of torque coming from a front and a rear motor. None of your cars have that, and this acceleration, this kind of power, it's amazing. And Karan, you were saying something about 0 to 100 being what?
Keep eyes on road.
That's, I think,
Keep eyes
the
on road.
key point of this vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't trust humans at all.
It doesn't trust humans.
At
it has
all.
unnecessary tech.
But I can switch that off in the settings. Right now I'm too lazy to do it. But you were saying something about 0 to 100, right? What was the figure?
8.6.
8.6. Well, this does it in 4.5.
Wow.
Almost half.
You know it, I know it, and everybody else who sees this car on the road knows it because it's written on the damn tailgate. Why?
Well, if you have something, you might as well flaunt it.
But why the attention seeking?
Because you spend almost 50 lakh rupees, bro.
Hold on. Okay. Speaking of money, how much is this again?
What's the price?
It's 49 lakh rupees starting.
Starting.
Exactly.
No.
How
No,
much
not
is
starting.
this
That's a
model?
That's a rear wheel drive or a front wheel drive car?
Yes, that's a rear wheel drive car.
Okay, and this is the
This is the four wheel drive, and this costs about 55 lakh rupees ex showroom.
Oh my
Ex
god.
showroom, exactly.
For a company that doesn't have as much reach as Hyundai or
Weren't we doing
BMW.
best premium SUVs under 50 lakh?
Yeah.
Yes, we were, but I have 2 pointers which I would like to bring to the table. One is if you are spending about 50 lakh rupees, then another 10% is not going to pinch you as much. One is that, so you might as well pay that extra money and get the full-blown electric experience. Second is that even if you go for the base variant, which, like I said, is 49 lakh rupees, so it's under 50 lakh rupees, between the two variants, you get almost an identical set of features. So it's not like if you're buying the cheaper variant, you are missing out on any major features. You still get all the ADAS suite, every feature like this large 15.6-inch rotating screen. And the one maybe slightly major difference is that instead of 20-inch wheels, you get 19-inch. But again, I don't think that's too big of a compromise.
But talking of the 20-inch wheels and tires, how does the ride feel to you at the back, Karan?
I mean, it's not bad now. It's like it feels a little compliant, but I can definitely feel a bit of the undulations. I'm sure it's going to like see there it was. It is stiff, you know, like, and the seat cushioning as well at the back is not the softest. So I can technically feel everything that's going on underneath me. I think that's best for the driver, but not the best for the rear passengers. Also, two more things. One, this seat back is so upright. I feel like I'm a child who's being tied in place.
Okay.
Second, it is so hot at the back. It's all this all black interior. It's a furnace right now.
Well,
Do you
I
feel that?
can do
Please
this.
focus on driving.
Exactly. Please do not do anything.
I'll do it.
So, but you can open up the sunroof for adding in some light.
But does he need more light or does he need more cooling?
I need more cooling.
Need more cooling. Yeah, it's just a cover. It's not a openable sunroof also.
In essence, they've basically not given you a sunroof.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
a moonroof is cooler.
Why do you need a rotating touchscreen?
Again, it's cool. And you know, it's not just that, it's also the other features which have been done so well in this vehicle. For example, if you look at the 360-degree camera, yes, a lot of vehicles have 360-degree cameras, but I think the quality on this one is crystal clear. Like the feed you get from the cameras, it's so clear. In other vehicles, especially I think the Ioniq 5, the camera quality is not as good. It's not as sharp. It does not do that good of a job of stitching all the views together. So that was, I think, the Sealion 7 does a much better job. And since you mentioned you had a Harman Kardon sound system, right? Well, this has Dyna audio. So, you know, you get good sound systems. And we know almost all cars now have wireless chargers, but mine has a 50-watt wireless charger. People don't have wired chargers that are as fast. A lot of
Keep
people
eyes
don't.
on road.
The best thing I like about this particular charger is that it has an integrated cooling fan and duct, which, because we know that when we keep our phones on wireless charger, they tend to heat up.
Yes.
So this is a very well designed. And is the other pad also a wireless charger?
No, that even I find a little annoying, even though it looks like it's a wireless charging pad, but it's not. It's just there to maybe keep your wallet or maybe another phone. So maybe the passenger and the driver can both keep their phones there and, you know.
So keep it, and at the end of the trip, you pick it up and you realize you haven't charged.
Yeah, that is something you have to sort of remember. I would also like to bring out one more point which I really like about the Sealion 7, and that is the abundance of actual physical controls. Yes, it has a pretty large screen and the AC controls are housed within that, but
Keep eyes on road.
I think we need to take a stop and just
Switch
that off, and then we'll continue. Give us a moment. Let me just park. Look for the feature. Where is it, guys? Any idea where it could be?
It's your car.
Yeah, I could use it. Yes, it's gone. So settings, and then we go to ADAS.
Distracted driving one. That's what she was talking about all that while.
Okay, we can do that. So there is customization also. See, like I said, such a good car this is, and we are rolling once again.
2.5 minutes.
No, it did not. We cut that in the editable.
So one thing I noticed while I was driving the Sealion 7 earlier today morning was that because of the rakish windshield that it has, because of which it looks good.
Yes, definitely.
And it has some sense of space inside. But what that does is that you have to deploy the sunshade from at times when you don't do that in other cars. So that included at around 10 o'clock in the morning. I had to use this to stop the sun from blaring into my eyes.
Does that petite little thing even do anything?
It did do something. It did hide the sun. So
Nice.
yeah, but it does. That design thing is a bit weird.
Yeah, I think that is a sort of like a downside of this pretty nice design, like you said. You have to, but if you're taller, I think it's less of a problem. If you're Karan, it's a bit more of a problem.
A whole lot of problem. Alright guys, so you know what I noticed?
What?
Talking about efficiency and mileage superiority. Alright. How big is your battery?
It's the biggest of the lot. It's about 82.5 kilowatt hour.
And how much range do you get?
So with the all-wheel drive system, it's about 542, and with the rear-wheel drive, it's about 567.
All right. You, my friend. 72 kilowatt hour battery. What was
72.6 kilowatt hours.
your... Okay.
Precise.
And your range was?
A claimed range of 631 kilometers.
All right, guys. Smallest battery here, 66.4 kilowatt hour battery pack with a claimed range of 531 kilometers. So, talk about density and efficiency, which the BMW does right.
Yeah, I'll have to give it to Karan that he does win in that department, that the BMW is quite efficient. And of course, the Ioniq 5 has the longest claimed range in this pack. And
What
the
you have is
Sealion-
power.
Yeah, I definitely
Mere
have power.
Power. Who wants that?
Absolutely. And also, I mean, this is a little bit of a heavy vehicle, so that I think also literally weighs it down in terms of delivering range. But you know what?
Yep.
The good thing is, once again, even though there is an all-wheel and a rear-wheel drive system, the drop in range is not that significant. Both are within about 20-30 kilometers of range. So, you know, even if you are going for the more powerful variant of this vehicle, you are still not missing out majorly on the claimed range compared to the single axle powered car.
Okay.
So, what does that speak more about? The efficiency of the all-wheel drive or the inefficiency of the rear-wheel drive?
I'm not going to say. No comments. No comments at all.
So after a whole day of testing, what we have found out is all the three cars have unique features about them that we like. For example, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 here has great space inside, good features, and it offers all of them at the lowest price in this comparison that we have.
And I definitely agree that is a good car, but this is a better one because this is a BMW for 49 lakh. You have the badge value, it's a comfortable car, and it has the driving dynamics. But
If you want everything at the best price, if you want the most value for money product, then the BYD Sealion 7 is definitely your pick. It is the most powerful of the lot, even if you go for the rear axle version, and it provides a decent range. Yes, the Ioniq has the upper hand in terms of providing outright range, but this also is quite good for everyday commutes, for intercity commutes, and definitely has all of the important features that you would want in your daily driving needs. So in that regard, I think we all can agree that the Sealion 7 is the most attractive package, again, because of what it is offering and at that price.
and for the first time ever, Aakaash Paul has actually picked a winning car. So, congratulations to him. Congratulations to you guys. So, tell us in the comment section down below, which one did you like? What aspects about each of these vehicles would you have picked? Tell us in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys really soon.